And the Alistair locked in for Hung now. Okay, that makes some sense. You can be the front line, which they didn't currently have. It's the tankiest support option available. Right, that is news to me. Tells you how many skins I've missed in my time. Equalizer under tower. Good poke onto light. I say that's poke. It's actually just getting so much damage. Level 6 coming through. Charm missing from Cream. But the Q's enough anyway. Cream, Dark Seal, 2 stacks for him. Very good. A lot of wave clear. I don't think Waybo with 3 grubs, even with a Yorick, will be able to use it that much. Because realistically, if Waybo don't give up a lot of dragons, we'll get a Waybo. Great advantage in jungle. Level up on Shinzao definitely helps. Sundered Sky to Sundered Sky. JackeyLove's going to start DPSing down the dragon using the ricochet to damage down Tian a little bit. Q's going to hit one way, not both. Tian at half HP. He's getting a little bit too far now. Gets the smite, can pop that ultimate. Yeah, it's definitely going to help. Exhaust onto the Vi. Definitely helps too. Cream lands the charm, but it's onto the invulnerable. Crescent Guard, is it going to be enough? Yes, it is. Reset onto their light. Late ultimate. The feather pullback, I don't think it's going to deal that much. Kanavi flashes past the feather pullback, and the ghost will not be enough. Top East will take a 2-3 for none, excuse me. Lose the dragon, but take the fight. Tian took too much damage from the dragon, and Breathe didn't come down to the plate. I mean, it is giving me that first turret. Farm up on Kanavi, man. Full level up still. It's harder to do that as the game goes on, because there's more XP between levels. Chris doesn't get that until he forwards. Xiaohu gets that charm, because Chris dodges back. Very intelligent. Hung coming up now. Kanavi's not here. This will go down before Top East Horse can contest. Smite will come through now. Equalizer onto 3 will get some damage, but the Atkan already down means that Weibo get what they came for in terms of objectives. Top Esports taking that bot lane out of turret. They'll get some more gold from that. Weibo, if you just look at the actual petal value themselves, 21, add an extra quarter onto that. They're about to even that out with the actual gold earned in game. So the stats are fairly even. From that, Tian jumping forwards, combo down, doesn't get a chance to pop that ultimate. Is he going to go down? Yes, he is. Doesn't get to use the Sundered Sky at all. Face check not working out. Light getting some DPS in the backline, but he doesn't have a frontline to step in front of him. But here comes Xiaohu, who can also follow up with the ultimate midway through the plate. Hung will go over the wall, has double buffs, but will he be able to escape? No, I don't think he will be. Flashes over the wall. Oh, and he's alley-ooped them. Breathe uses the blast cone, and he's gone the wrong way. Will he rage chase into the brush? I would not do that, my friend. And Hung makes it out. And will escape. Weibo. Lose Tian, who face-checked in bot side top. I don't think he's an unhealthy split pusher. I think you can kill him still. I, in some ways, prefer your hang on. Second flash forwards, knock up onto JackeyLove, flick back. Gets punted back by the Crescent Guard, and the Locket will not save him. Quick pick onto Jackie. Spell shield good onto the quickness, but Chris still finds his mark. When becomes lightning, Tian. Not going to follow it. Cream, ult down. 20 seconds till Dragon. JackeyLove will be dead for the spawn of it. Weibo, great pick in the mid lane. You're waiting for people to finally use Yorick's Maiden as a split pusher and leave it in the lane. That's true. People used to do that a lot. Haven't seen Ari win a game in a long time. It's definitely been worse at MSI. Another pick. Hung caught out of position, uses the heal. Doesn't matter. Tian using the Sundered Sky means that he's not going to die. Exhaust onto the Vi means that no kill will come back in return. And the Equalizer feels like it is a red carpet for the exit of Weibo. Even in kills, will get themselves the dragon. And Top Esports go a little too unsafely into the mid lane 2 times in a row. They'll lose the mid lane turret, and Weibo, because Weibo are winning fights, now they can use the grubs. Navi trying to farm up again, still very far behind in terms of farm. Xiaohu caught out on the side lane. There are any teleports to come through? Nothing coming through from anyone. Nope. Xiaohu will just die for free. Overextended. So Weibo lose that one for free. Good pick by Top Esports. Very free. I'm not really sure why Xiaohu thought he was safe to be pushing up that far. No one was in close range to respond to him. Alive, folks. I think that Weibo can win a fight, even a 4v5, but they don't know what's going on just yet. Yorick sticking in bot lane. Hasn't recalled, won't have spent his gold from that tower he just taken. Baron, half HP, JackeyLove. Gets hit by the wind, becomes lightning. No spell shield anymore. Crescent Guard popped early. Good damage onto JackeyLove, but now he's safe to free fire. 369 uses that equalizer. Not the best value, though Tian is caught in the middle of nowhere. Will he be able to get one back? No. Ultimate coming through with Kanavi, but blocked out. Q. Short, but goes on to Chris. 2 dead. Xiaohu's now teleported back in, and Breathe just chooses not to join the play. Wave will come in towards bot side. Baron will be started again, and Breathe, you've spent so much time on side lane killing towers. At some point, you need to join your team. He's not going to teleport in anymore and says, well, screw this, I'm going to split push. The rage splitting begins as Breathe is not there to impact the fight. Walk up like that. Just overstaying in that fight. Ulting now onto 369, just flashed over the wall. Won't have that available. He'll go down, drops down the equalizer to get some damage back, but while this is happening, top Esports will take the mid lane outer turret. One for tower. Baron buff continues to be used by top Esports. It's not like Yorick's really doing that much in a side lane right now. He's grouped up in mid lane instead. Top Esports, it's not been a clean game from them. And particularly Kanavi falling so far behind is not something that they're used to. And definitely not something which he's playing particularly well around himself. JackeyLove 3 items. That's a powerful build. Both AD carries having the same items, actually. And that's just how 59 got caught out in that side lane. I'm just a little bit surprised that Breathe has not been able to use the Yorick to that much more advantage. Xiaohu trying to take up this top side turret, but he's stayed too long. Has flash. Gonna get hit. But that ultimate will flash away from the charm afterwards. Doesn't have ultimate to use. Has his rock surfing. Hung comes back with a spellbook teleport. And he'll be able to dunk down onto Xiaohu. Delivers him into the waiting arms of Kanavi with a headbutt. Well played from the spellbook support usage. Hung, a player who I thought was in terrible form earlier this year. Waybo giving up a dragon. Yeah, they kind of have to at this point. They can't contest that. They lose another tower on top side. Cream gets some gold from that. 2,000 gold up. 9 stacks on the Dark Seal. Deathless so far. He's playing quite well on the Ori. And I'm happy with his performance. Not giving too much of an opening to cast over 1,000 games of LPL. Many of them including Waybo, really. Waybo cast them. Oh, hang on a second. Tien caught out. Once again, pops the Crescent Guard, trying to take his blue buff. This time, he gets a lot of Sundered Sky procs, and that'll see him almost to full HP. Top Esports, have they gone too far this time? Nope, because Light gets caught. Had ult, had flash, gets caught all the same. Light, a difficult game for him on the Zaya. Kanavi goes forwards and takes down Tien. Even after such a good disengage from the Shins out at the start of the play, Waybo's carries do not get anything done. And top Esports will lose no one but take down 2. How do I even keep up with all those chats? By being severely ADHD, Cinnamon. I've just got my head on a swivel looking at everything. Thing is, once you get watching League of Legends and streaming for so long, it just becomes kind of autopilot. Teleport coming in. X flash over the wall. Not threatening anyone just yet. Exhaust on the Breathe to slow him down. Chris, damaged by Kanavi, but not taken down. JackeyLove will go in and finish that turret. Top Esports. Team fighting so much better than Waybo. Waybo have been quite all over the place with their carries positioning compared to their front line. Kanavi is now... Flash and ult, you must do better than that. You're a 3 to 4 item AD carry. Gotta do better. Breathe now getting 1v2'd on a side lane, and for all his gold advantage, it's not gonna matter. Breathe, for all the gold you've earned in a side lane, that is a pitiful 1v2 for a champion meant to excel at it. Light, you gotta play better in those clutch scenarios when you have the tools available to you. That last one felt like a free fight. Hex flash into the clump. Doesn't pop the ultimate just yet. Equalizer next to the wall. Tagged onto 3. Not that much value though. Baron still being leashed. Good charm. Tien below half HP. Stacks procs, and that'll be them calling it off. With Tien going low HP, they can't really do that much. Flashing forward for the charm. Back. Ari goes down. Seal stacks gone. Baron taken out. A minute now with Ari off the board. Was no Dark Seal stacks for Cream, actually. He's just sold it. Got himself a death cap, I believe, with that. Tank it up now. That's a problem if the Maiden dies, actually. Good man, DPS. Wait, Cream's just blank border Magi's. Okay. Hom. They have an incredible win rate within the LPL because they were on the JDG Super Team. That's a mistimed flick back from Xiaohu. Jump over the wall from Cream. Gets the cleanse out of Chris. You get that up from the spellbook. Level 18. Fully stacked ult Hunter. Cream will have low cooldown on that. Oh my god, the damage onto Hung. I guess there's discount on beef. The steaks are sold out. Hung goes down. And now maybe there's an extra play to be made. Xiaohu jumps forward. Thinks that the moment is now. And you know what? He might be right. No flash from Kanavi. Ults back into the play. Exhausted from Chris. So much damage and will go down into the GA. Top Esports were in control of this game, but the game might be flipping away from them. JackeyLove caged up, but he's starting to ricochet back. It's so much damage. The ricochets shred through the team before JackeyLove goes down, and Cream will clean up. Waybo had the winning play, but the ricochets shred through Waybo to end the game in top Esports' favor. JackeyLove take a bow. It's not the way that top Esports would have wanted to end the game, but they'll take it after what could have been a throw around the top lane in a turret. Top Esports had a close series versus Invictus Gaming yesterday, and they will match it with a close game one here against Waybo. Winning from red side, Waybo snatching defeat from the jaws of... Honestly, pretty poorly on it versus Invictus Gaming yesterday. He got solo killed by the Shy's Jason top lane yesterday. No, he's not. Was just finishing off that camp. Not able to do that much in the early game so far. Kanavi's just been throwing a couple of pillars into mid lane, getting some decent value. Dragon spawning. No flash on Chris makes a difference. Cream's going to walk into Tian, and he is going to get exploded. Jumps forward, thinks he has Kanavi hung on a little bit of a tighter leash, and doesn't. Weibo's jungle support. Turn up to the play first, get the first blood of the game. Goes over towards Tian's Jarvan. JackeyLove and Hung using this time to push in top lane as well. Dragon taken without contest. Rubs up in 2 minutes. Lights. Has cleanse, has flash. Oh, that's a bit of a problem. W lands too. And he's just punished. Uses both summoners, dies anyway. So Dragon, hang on. Kanavi stole the Dragon too? It's all falling apart for Waybo. I thought there was just going to be a clean take on the other side. Shows me how much attention I was paying to that part of the map. Top Esports get everything. Waybo, after getting such a crucial advantage in that mid lane, than Wayway. I mean, you could argue Milky Way. Fantastic debut, awful afterwards. Kanavi. Have they spotted out that banana brush? Guys, I don't think they have. They have not checked that at all. Hung's going to go down, potentially. Has the Ghost running and dodges out on 2 skill shots. Forces a flash Q from Light to finish that off. That's why you check your corners, kids. Entering into the room. Got to make sure your vision control is good. Dash away from the arrow. Hung goes down. Light using ult and flash. Does remove him of more cooldowns than he would have liked to use, but it's still a play going over Cream. What ult does he steal? Dragon spawned. Waybo, a good pick before the objective should mean this dragon is theirs. Cream does not manage to dash out of that ultimate. Chris will make sure there's no extra contest. Say that. There's a chance of JackeyLove getting a W into the ult. Pillar drops him out of the hitbox there. Jarvan ult comes in, and we know how dangerous that is. The smite comes through from Tien, but the kill comes through. What happens with the fight now? Flag and drag over the wall. The ultimate through from the Team Worlds to see him out to safety too. So it's 1 for Dragon. Tian will survive the last of the curtain call. Top Esports, not the contest they would have liked. 2015 went through to 2018, but his 2019 was very, very bad. I'd argue the Shy as well from 2020 to 21, was it? I think he had a bigger fall off. Awesome for his peak, obviously, and then he had that one cannon game where he went, 369 jumped on by Tien. Doesn't have the cask. No one on his side of the map. Goes up too far, trying to win out a little bit more in the individual matchup, and instead gets breathed a little bit further into the game. Tien, good minute or two from him. Good bush baits. Play into the side lane. 2-0-1. Very unlucky not to get an extra kill onto Xiaohu. He's got a lot of tenure on the Aurora pick now. He's one of the better players in the LPL. Jumping forward is Cream with a stolen Aurora ultimate. Crisp there to survive a little bit more, but he's not there to serve for help. Tian, who were just praising, goes down. 3-man unit in the topside jungle. Crisp thought that the play was going to happen under the turret. It wasn't. It was happening in the topside jungle instead. Got the Poppy W in ways that you normally can't from the Silas. 369. Spotted out by Tien again. Another bush bait from him. Third time he's done this in the last phase of the game. He has Cask, has Flash, and the Cataclysm ignores it. Talked about it being unstoppable. Works out an absolute treat there. Flash from 369 as well. Difficult game from him on the Gragas. Now, but he's second for either team. Top Esports have pick of the litter for Cream's ultimates. Don't have the Jack's ult, but that's one of the least impactful team fight ones. Tian out of vision. Could go for another big play. Spotted on the sweeper. Not going to be free this time. Chris flashes forward and ejects the Trundle. Now they can go for the smite. Cream uses the Cataclysm, but he's wall stunned on his own Cataclysm. Flashes out. Doesn't have enough time to get a second round of cooldown. Smite fight's going to come through, and Trundle does end up getting back enough in time to get that second play down. 369 not quite able to get that kill. Flash away from Xiaohu. Q off target as well. You punt the Trundle and don't focus Drake. Well, the problem is if you focus... So I think the Cataclysm stopped the auto attacks coming through from Tien and Crisp. I think if they were able to auto attack it, I think they might have focused the dragon. Cream casting Cataclysm did mean that Tien and Crisp couldn't focus down the dragon. I suppose I think they also just think they should have just won the fight. So, you know. Kanavi, third item. Hasn't gone for the tier worth noting, so he's not going towards the Muramana, which can be big damage spike later into the game. He doesn't often complete a second, often does it third. Pillar into that brush. Crisp, ulted by the Trundle. Punts him out, but still very low on resist. Doesn't have the flash anymore. Good accuracy from JackeyLove kills him down. Good pick off, 1 for none. A little while to buy back that cooldown of the Subjugate as well. Minute and a half until Dragon. So if there's a fight around the point for Ocean Soul, for a Trundle, I don't know if that's great. Tien might just go for the steal, going in again. Has Cataclysm to go forwards. Varasol not getting much there. Smite comes through. Cream activating that Rift Maker. Has himself the Cataclysm. Jump forwards onto you by 3. Has a lot of damage, but I don't think he's going to be able to use it, and indeed he won't. Goes down. 1 for Dragon currently. 369. Has cast, has flash, uses the flash to get out. 1 for Dragon. Top Esports. Sold points. And Waybo don't cross. Shahu now ultimate. Ultimate on Light as well. Subjugate also down. JackeyLove can open up the curtain call, and indeed does. They're all being shredded because they've stood by the Atakan. This is very dangerous from now. Where's the cask? Not going to come through. He's already used, rather. Atakan goes down. Top Esports from him. He's been caught out 1v2, 1v3 multiple times. Had 1,000 gold lead. Lost it in that lap good enough to justify picking them. Comes forwards. Actually gets a hit onto them. Gets a stack of his Conqueror. Gonna get slammed into the wall by the Poppy. And Cream had no flash, goes down. Once again found in a 1vx. Waybo putting multiple members into his lane and on his case. Cream, despite having so many resources, has struggled to impact the game. Xiaohu gonna get some alone time on top lane tower, and Cream just wasn't safe to walk up there. Tien has been in every single brush. Every single brush. Top Esports will have a chance to... Can Waybo bring us to a third? They've often been 3-game merchants. They'll... Oh, 369 caught out. That's important. Top Esports can afford to give away maybe 1 dragon. Cast not cast just yet. Used that. Doesn't get him out of the Cataclysm, though. Second Flak and Drag comes up. Xiaohu will surely finish off this kill. Misses the E and the Q, though. Has to commit the ultimate. 369 can go in for a last body slam. Xiaohu's skill shot accuracy not great there. Stolen Cataclysm. Not going to do that much from Cream because of the flash away from Tien. Flash away from Cream now. Sees that once again Top Esports going to walk in towards an objective without the full complement of characters, and I think Top Esports will just call it quits on this one, maybe. Navi not safe to walk in. Top Esports, another poor objective fight for them, but this time they don't get the dragon. They still lose the kills. Breathe, walking forwards, jumping forwards. Not to get that much done. Tien, once again the hero of this game. Breathe feeling very happy to jump forwards. Stunned up, but doesn't really care that much for it. Breathe, well, you might need to can now. Counter-strike jumps away. Maybe not. Baron available. Varasol stolen by Cream. AP scaling on that is ridiculous for those of you that don't know. I'm actually not sure how this works, but do you know if stolen Varasol applies the Varus passive? Because if it does, that's insane, because the AP scaling on that is ridiculous. Jumps forwards, gets the play onto him. Is the Flag and Dragon going to come out in time? Yes, it is. Good defense from Poppy. Kanavi jumping forwards beyond the counter-strike. Is he going to get CC down? Yes, he is. And he can't finish off Tien. Poppy goes down in the front line, but Kanavi cannot make the solo dive mission a reality. Tien just a little too tanky, a little too much peel on Top Esports. These picks, these team fights are not working out in their favor. Teleport in towards the mid lane. Low HP turret here would be a good pickup for Top Esports if he can finally get that goddamn turret down. Cream can try and auto the turret, and he does do. Gets the Between Worlds. Lights has flash, not forced to use it just yet. Bad Zenith play goes on to the Seeker's Arm Guard. Breathe. And now the ult comes out from JackeyLove. Cream burst out by Xiaohu, who will then proceed to body block the last of the curtain call. Top Esports. 369, you should have E'd the other way, back towards mid lane. Slow on the recall now, won't be there to disengage. Breathe spotted on the flank. Waybo with much superior positioning. Getting poke out. 369 late on the play. Teleporting in now. turret falls in favor of Waybo to just minions. Dragon spotted now. Top Esports get it as the Ocean Soul. The game goes in their favor. 369 trying to answer breathe now. Body slam for Counter-Strike. Tien jumping onto 369. Cask onto Tien. Kicked by the Zenith play. He's now separated from T. Oh, Tien, he's gone too deep. Goes down into the GA. He'll have his flag drag up as he comes back out. Where's the body slam? Counter-Strike looking to save him, but it's not going to be enough. JackeyLove survives. Dragon's still available, and Cream goes wild. Waybo had the better setup. Top Esports have the better team fights. They'll kill off the jungler, they'll kill off the AD carry, and everyone else but Xiaohu. Ocean Soul is theirs, and Top Esports, another game of will they, won't they? Yes, they can. Impact the game. Got a crucial explosive cast to separate Tien away from his team and into the waiting arms of Hung's Leona. Baron goes down onto 5 members. The 4-0 team fight. 15 SKT or 2025 Gen G. I think 2015 were better for their era. Overall, Gen G massively. Tien caught up by that W. I think the competition in 2015 was much worse than 25. Cream jumping forwards. Curtain Call getting a good chunk there. Kind of damage onto Crisp. Turret falls. I mean, I personally think 2015 SKT Summer and into Worlds was the best roster of all time in LCK Cup. So I guess that's an analogous to each other. Oh, what do Weibo do now? Tien jumps forwards, teleport behind them. Here comes the Jax. And they do that much about it. No cleanse on JackeyLove. Has no flash either. Great disengage coming through from 369 though. And I don't think Breathe will be able to finish off the kill. Trundle goes down, but he's just doing a delaying action. Breathe will go down. Jungler, the top laner. But the damage of Top Esports has so much extra HP. The Ocean Soul doing tons of work. Kanavi happy to play rear guard to keep the team alive. Look how much health they've got to work with. Cream can teleport back in. And Breathe couldn't make the solo dive work. Tien jumping forwards. Has Cataclysm. I don't know if you want this one. They don't reach JackeyLove. Ocean Soul starting to tick over. Teleport in from Cream into mid-wave. Curtain Call's back off cooldown again. Level 18 will do that to you. Low cooldowns. Bloody hell, it's a lot of damage. The armor pen, the lethality. Really, really hurts, doesn't it? Feeling he can get through from the other parts of his kit as well. Elder Dragon spawns. Waybo forcing the way through bot side of the map. Flashing forwards for the stun. Doesn't get the E. Doesn't really get that much value. Cataclysm onto 4. They're all stuck in there. Tien will survive. Hung. Not a great combo from him. He'll go down very, very quickly. He might have sold out his team. And now they're in the choke point. JackeyLove getting soloed out by Breathe. But the cask is good to survive through that. And Waybo doing it. Waybo, they might have just won through it because Hung's poor engage gave them the answer through into it. JackeyLove will get a kill back. Has Guardian Angel. Has Flash. Has Curtain Call as well. He might be able to one-man army this. How much work can he do? He has to do it now. Great damage through. W misses. Curtain Call opens up, but it's going to be answered by the Popular. Instead, gets the GA out. And Chris will evacuate him to safety. Waybo. I don't think they'll be able to end the game off of this now. JackeyLove walking up, has 4th shots. Tien coming forwards. Wall stun onto him. Good damage to JackeyLove. They don't finish him off. W less. JackeyLove is going 1v4 and walking away with kills. JackeyLove is doing it again. Goes down into GA. And he'll probably die for the cause, but he will stop the Elder Dragon being taken on. Good timing. JackeyLove, what an attempt. First death of the game is a very, very valid one. Waybo tracking incredibly well. JackeyLove trying his goddamn best. Well, that was a team fight of all time. Toppies will still have the Ocean Dragon. We did say, hey, Waybo, if it goes late game, yeah, they'll have extra damage. That Varus is doing so much work. Holy crap. Hung better be thinking about what the hell he just did in that last fight, because this game felt like it was won. Stolen Popular, get some of the minions away. That's all they can do. Elder, still available for 30 seconds. There's a Varusol. If that hits, could end the game. Watch out for Light's ultimate. Where's that going? First turret down. Wave play's not good enough. Might need to use the cast. Cast already down. Sorry, but second turret's going to go down. They can focus the Nexus. The Elder is still up for another 10 seconds. The Cal goes onto the backline. Can they finish the game? Yes, they can. And Weibo will bring us to a 3rd game after an... One of the other streams on in the background on a muted tab, particularly the TikTok one, because it tends to go very viral. That would make an awful lot of difference. You know, it doesn't take that much. And Hung as well. Both of them looking to beat their previous teams from last split. Kind of cruel that they have to play against them so early into the split. Week 1, by the way, playing against the team which just kicked you. Flash forwards for the stun. Knife in the back pockets. Yeah, and he has a spell shield. Not gonna matter. Navi can't break through the spell shield. Tien, rather, his spell shield does very much better. First blood goes over towards Weibo. Point and click stun from Xiao, who kills down Cream. He had a bad Orianna game just the other day. And that's not a great start to this one either. Xiao, good kill on the board. Kanavi not able to do that much in that situation. Couldn't break the spell shield. Nocturne can't impact it. Tien, first kill on the board. Gets a play done before levels. Has aura in LPL. I don't know why blue side wins so much here. As we were saying, bot side dominance for a Kalista means you get that first dragon. Smoother down towards the bot side. 369 no flash. Does have ultimate again. 3 biscuits, which will help him regen at low HP. Left alone here. No teleports. Nothing from Spellbook either. Charging up the stun is Xiaohu. Ultimate comes down. Gets a little bit of healing. Q2. Can he get the passive? Nope. No, he can't. He'll die. Breathe uses that ultimate. Stacks up that rage. Survives the turret. Kanavi can come down potentially. Cause some issues here. So they get the kill and not that much else. Cream alone on the top side turret. Has 3 grubs. So he'll be getting more value out of this. Top Esports. I think they're winning in the cross map. Loosely. I mean, yes, you are denying farm and XP from 369, but not the end of the world. Loses half a wave down there. Can teleport down towards this turret. It's not like Waybo can really force the play again. Xiao, who does have flash. And this is a bigger problem. Hung does have bailout. It's not going to matter. Feeds the strength. The kill portion of it ain't earned by Waybo. Level 6 hit by Tien. And Hung just walking away. Do have the 1 item stride breaker on Tien. Can't do that much about it. Xiao, who instead going to take a plate on top side. Waybo, as always, if you want to learn something about this team from this stream, they are a team which always trades, if they can. They're the most likely team to trade in the LPL. They'll trade a dragon for side lane. They'll trade things for time. Tien has spell shield. Not going to be enough. Going to get himself impaled. It's not a fantastic ultimate coming through from Hung. Flashes forwards. They do get down the Nocturne. Chris flashed over the wall, and Light's now followed up for nothing. Teleport coming in to secure the other side of the map and wait to strength. Tien, ooh, out of vision. JackeyLove, no one walking by. Said they had to cover side lanes. Maybe they have to cover mid lane. Instead, JackeyLove has cleanse, has flash, can use either of them. Uses his flash and still dies. Great movement by Crispin Tien to get that kill and take the Kalista off the board. You'd think that play would come in towards the side lane. Absolutely not. Goes in towards the mid lane of all places instead. Because the shallow defensive vision from top Esports just wasn't quite good enough. Crisp's going to get found out by Kanavi. Anyone else in the area? There's an Aatrox coming by. Chris needs to be careful. Not careful enough. Gets impaled. He's going to die for this now. So I guess in the overall trade of things, 1 for 1. But the death of an AD carry does mean more than the death of the support. Oh, steel stacks notwithstanding, I suppose. The remove farm... Hang on a second. Are they going to finish it off? Yeah, they are. Cool. Right. Styles Impact finishes that one off. Kill participation in the team. Some backs coming through from Waybo. They have first item onto Light. That's good damage. Light walking up 1v3, getting good damage. Will hit the eye on the back. Dragon spawning now. Tien has spell shield. Ooh, flash in, and they'll catch out JackeyLove again. Had no flash, did not see the flank from JackeyLove. Hung left alive on the backline. Breathe flashing in. Gonna try and go put him down into the bailer, and he does. 2 for none so far. Drag back under the tower. That should make it another kill. This time in favor of top Esports. 2 for 1. The full kill score. But with JackeyLove dying again, Waybo will take again farming time away from the Kalista. We'll get an angle towards the dragon. And top Esports, we said, hey, you could drop the dragon prio, look for a fight later. They choose not to. They walk up. They get punished. Teleport in. Shockwave still available from Cream. They can't contest for the dragon. Have they just walked into a bad fight now? Breathe, full rage, going in with the Dominus. Shockwave's not bad, but it's too little too late. There's no damage. You're a Rod of Ages, Orianna. And look where that Rod's gonna get shoved. Let's go where the sun don't shine. Cream can flash. And it will see him out of the play. But he achieves so precious little with that Shockwave. A little bit of CC, and that was it. Waybo, strike hard and fast around the dragon. Light, throwing out some vision. Top Esports, they don't know this is happening right now. How quickly will this go down? How quickly will Waybo bring other people to the plate? We'll do it right now. Xiaohu going over. Doesn't have a Leandries, but we'll go to Molten Shield Tien to give him some extra ability to tank the Atacant. And that'll be it. No contest. Top Esports. This time they say, well, we won't fight for it. But imagine if they'd done that for the last dragon. They could have just left it. first with hubris and stuff like that a little while ago. Tien's going to go towards the dragon. Top Esports once again not going to contest this. Trying to get to some extra gold instead. It wasn't an objective bounty, it's worth noting for Top Esports. I'm surprised it wasn't, given the gold lead and the objective lead. Going by on the back of the turret. Xiaohu can control the mid lane there. Xiaohu's a great game on the Annie. Great game on the Annie. Really obnoxious playing against the Annie like this, isn't it? Every time you see Annie walking forwards, especially when she has flash and the upgraded Ionian boots of Lucidity. She has more flashes in her pocket, more move speed, more ability to just walk at you. And by the time the lights go off when they're knocked in, often it's too late. Top Esports walking in towards mid lane turret. They have the 3 grubs. A couple of auto attacks will see this down. I'm surprised that Waybo are letting this happen. I thought they could have gone for a fight there. Oh, bad ult by Kanavi. It's a whiff. Xiaohu not able to get the stun on the back of it, so it's whiff for whiff there, actually. Surprised that Weibo didn't go for a fight to defend their mid lane out of turret. Would have felt with the gold lead they had and the item spikes they had, they'd feel good about it. Maybe with the McHale's being any extra lethality or something like that. Kanavi jumping forwards again. They do have the shockwave and the ability to dissonance the Skarner forwards. I'm getting a little bit worried for Waybo now. They haven't made a play in a while, and this is their power spike. Top Esports only get stronger from here. They have leads. Top Esports should be not as powerful. The Orianna has stacked up both stacking items now. The Seraphs and everything. Tien jumped on the side. Does have flash. Flashes away. Blast cone over. They could just go over themselves, though, Hung using the exhaust. Where's the counterplay? Triple flash invested by Top Esports, and they'll find the jungler Waybo. They don't have a response. Xiaohu doesn't find a way to teleport behind them. They don't find a way to catch out anyone else, and Top Esports, they take the fact that Waybo have been so slow and not forcing plays, and they take away the jungler. Now, Xiaohu has ultimate, has flash, but do they have the damage? And without the Nocturne, can they get it down as reliably? I think Top Esports see the path to victory here. Get those Ren stacks into the Baron, look for a fight. 369 getting some power down. Shockwave missing. Cream, another whiff. A poor Orianna game, and now he's caught out. Xiaohu gets straight onto JackeyLove and gets some damage down, but Xiaohu will be the one to fall first. JackeyLove can go down as the bailout, and he might just be able to turn it around. Not quite able to get enough through. It's the Renekton left, but he's not able to do enough. Waybo played too slowly, and Top Esports are back into the game. They don't finish the Baron, but they take a winning in the first couple of games of these series. Even with Cream missing the ultimate, they end up winning that fight. Baron now started again. They have themselves Tien in the play this time. They don't have themselves, though, a Rage Blade Callista, which is a lot of DPS and Dragon. Waybo inviting Top Esports into the pit. Kanavi very tanky on the Sky. Crisp on the flank has Flash, but spotted. Also has Smite. Will get collapsed onto. Damage onto Kanavi, but not that much from Xiaohu. Collapse coming onto the jungle support. Very tanky. Sorry, it's the top laner. Top laner in the jungle. JackeyLove getting collapsed onto. The collapse is failing, though, because the shockwave buys some time. JackeyLove starting to auto attack on Waybo. I think they've once again lost their heads in the team fight. The Orianna goes down, but with the Renekton going down too, Top Esports is start peeling back for their Callista, and Light is not going to have enough damage or presence in this fight. JackeyLove walks away with another from Xiaohu, who's got himself the Leandra is now, they'll back off. Can they catch him with this? Xiaohu, out of Fog of War, has a stun. No cleanse on Shaka, but I don't think it'll be enough. Dash over the wall, Umbra dash from 369. We'll seal it off for JackeyLove again. Xiaohu tried to teleport in to get that 1v2. Teleport back out on the map now from Hung. Top Esports have taken control of this game. Another target not getting damage down onto JackeyLove. JackeyLove is the main source of damage in this game. We go back to the Baron again, picture in picture. Can Waybo find a fight now? I don't know about it. Paranoid will be up if he wants to fly into the pit for a steal. Chrismo flash this time. Breathe on the flank. Here comes the Paranoid. Does he fly in? Yes, he does. It's not going to be a steal. And I think Waybo's divers have just dove straight into their graves. 2 dead, no steal. Top Esports control of the game. I feel like I'm going to be saying this a lot, but Top Esports, they didn't convince me in this game. Bad early game from Top Esports, clutched out in late game, is not the victories which Top Esports really wants to be having. These are not clean, confident games. but it has been enough. Waybo, the timer has elapsed. They've reached a point in the game where they've been outscaled through some misplays, and Light, for some reason, with a collect the third item, is just not doing damage now. Gets Hunshook as well to make matters worse. Breathe will ult. He'll get the cleanse and the Mikhails out of JackeyLove, but it's not going to be enough because he doesn't actually get any damage from it. Tibbers will die. Top Esports break the base. It's a nice line. Waybo were given their flowers. Use with it, I suppose. Xiaohu on the flank has flash. 369 onto him again. Good damage. Happy to tank up. Tibbers goes down, and that's the Tibbers not there onto JackeyLove anymore. Here comes the paranoia. You have to steal it against the smite, going into the Aatrox instead. The redemption comes down, and it is an absolute all-out war in the shadows, and the steal somehow comes out from TN. It's not going to be Ocean Soul, but where's the fight afterwards? Breathe into an absolute mess of melee. Light not doing enough damage in the backline, and JackeyLove, is still alive. Dragon not claimed by Top Esports, but I think they can get the fight afterwards. 3 dead in their favor without losing anyone themselves. Waybo somehow get the objective, but Wormheader and the Shockwave this time connects. 4 dead. Top Esports. Again, we'll say it once more, just so you get the message clearly. Not clean, but just about enough. Teleport into the mid lane, hitting the inhibitor. Waybo, the timer has elapsed, and the series will go the way of Top Esports. Baron not needed for this one. Light has really not been able to determine this game. Full engage onto him. He'll take down the Renata, but it won't be enough. He'll go down, and the wave clear with it. Turrets falling. Top Esports 2-0 in the first 2 days, but not without some question marks.